Hi everyone, Hank here. Jumping right into tip number 1. When you first load into a game and you've got a free loadout, the only thing more dreadful than seeing the 10-round Rattler is seeing 1 shield recharger and 2 measly bandages. Now if you haven't already done this, go into the tech tree, get in-round crafting. It's on the survival side and it's unlocked pretty early on. This will allow you to go into the game and any fabric you find you're going to be able to craft that into bandages, and you're also going to be able to make shield recharges. Because not every time you're going to get lucky and find a medical crate like I just did. And everyone knows, man, when you get into these fights with these free loadouts, it don't matter if it's ARC or players or what, you're going to be dead because you have no heals at all. Now, if you're having trouble finding the fabric or any of the materials you need in the crafting list, just recycle things, and you will have as many white heals as you could possibly hold. Moving on to the next tip, keep an eye out for these gun cases. I find them scattered out throughout the map, honestly, in pretty random places. I'm going to put a map up on the screen that shows damn battlegrounds and some rough estimates about where those gun crates might be. This map comes from mapgenie.io and offers information and locations on each map in the game. So check it out if you want to skip the adventure and not worry about finding things yourself. The next tip is when you're walking around the map, listen to this ticking sound. Now it's going to get louder as you get closer to it, but these are raider caches, and sometimes they have pretty good loot in them. Moving on to the next tip, if you find yourself low on shield recharges and cannot craft any, you can use arc power cells, found in almost any arc loot in the game, and if you don't feel like shooting an arc down, just look for ones that are already dead. You can find these at just about anywhere. Just remember your health is far more important than your shield. The next tip is trade in your free loadout augments to Lance in the trader section at the clinic. And here you're going to be able to trade that backpack in for a green looting, combat, or tactical bag, and that's going to give you a safe slot. That way if you're running it back on a free kit, you can just go straight back into the action. And keep in mind, this is a beginner friendly guide, so if you're well onto purple gear by now, this may not be helpful to you, but I promise you, just starting out, this is a very good thing to do. Moving on, I'm going to provide some images on the screen taken from the Arc Raiders wiki, so feel free to pause the video for each one that you might need. These are going to go over Scrappy and all of the workbenches and how to max them. These images are also going to show what each bench unlocks. The next one I'm going to show is the gunsmith, which clearly is where you make the guns. This is where you make attachments as well. The next workbench I'm going to show you is the gear bench. This is where you're going to make your backpack and your shield. The next one is the explosive bench. This is where you're going to make like your jolt mine traps and your grenades, heavy fuses, things like that. Moving on, we have the medical lab, which is where you're going to make your adrenaline shots and meds, things like that. Next is the utility station. This is going to have things like your smoke grenades and my personal favorite, the Raider hatch key, which is a must-have. You got to carry that into raids. It's literally an instant get out, and you're not going to draw a whole lot of attention to yourself, so it's super cheap to make. And finally, the most useful bench in my opinion, which is the refiner. This is where you're going to be able to make gun parts. This is also where you're going to be able to refine things down into making mechanical components that you need, or wiring components that you need, explosive components. It's a very, very handy workbench. You need to max this out. Anyway guys, that's gonna wrap this video up. I just wanted to include a few things that would have really helped me whenever I first started this game. If you found any of it helpful, or if you have any advice of your own, just let me know in the comments below, and I hope you have a great day.